Hello and welcome to Through Deep Waters, episode 9. This is our 9th episode. Like today we have somebody.
Who is
Are
not
you
that
done, Zaid?
special.
Huh?
Are you done?
Continue. Did I interrupt you?
Today
Okay.
we have somebody who, I guess you can say he is special. You're a very special individual.
Special needs.
You're
I was leaning towards that joke and then you just went for it.
it was
But
very un-PC of you to say that.
today we have our little baby brother.
I'm not a baby. I'm 15 now.
Yeah, we have our little baby brother today.
Shut up, bro. I'll beat you in a swear.
Today we have our little baby brother. What's your name?
My name
Yeah.
is the Undertaker.
What's your name?
Okay, Patrick, what's your name?
Mohammed.
No. What's your real name?
What's your name?
My name is Mohammed.
What's your real name?
What's your? We're not continuing with this episode until you tell me what your name is.
SpongeBob.
His name is Mushmush.
Nah.
So,
Okay, much.
what,
Okay, let's talk about our sponsor.
Okay, yeah, actually, we have a sponsor, the first ever podcast sponsor, right?
You want me to say?
How awesome is it? Mush, you can tell us.
It's,
who the sponsor
it's
is.
very awesome. Our sponsor today is My Meal Diary. It's a very nice app where you can log your food, your calories, and Zaid, I'm gonna let you continue.
But Mush, that's so basic. You know what makes My Meal Diary different? What makes My Meal Diary different is that it first of all, the interface on My Meal Diary is very, very smooth, right? It's a really nice interface. It's easy to use. You open the app and immediately you're able to see what you wanna log into the app in terms of food. You can log your cups of water, how much water you put, and the nicest thing about My Meal Diary is that it's really goal oriented, right? So you can set your daily goals, you can set your macro goal for protein, fats, cholesterol, whatever it is you want,
Can
or
I-
water even,
Wait,
and then
I
you
say
can,
something?
huh?
I just say one thing. This is being told to you by a fitness expert. Yeah, this guy would never eat anything without logging it. So you know you're getting the fact 100%.
Basic, exactly, right? So we really like the app, and we think that you guys would like it too. So that's why they're our sponsor today, right? We have a promo code for the app. We're gonna put a QR code on the screen. I'm also even gonna put a video of me overlaying this right now of us using the app and showing you how it works basically on the screen. The app comes with a premium discount. We checked it against the competitors' pricing. It's a lot cheaper, and we'll make it even cheaper for you still. If you use the promo code that we're gonna put up, you can either scan the QR code on the
Through
screen.
Deep Waters is the promo code.
TDW.
No, it's been said. It's Through Deep Waters.
Through Deep Waters.
It's been said.
It's through Deep Waters. It'll be in the description.
Okay.
In case you can't spell it.
Link in the description. Through a code in the description. Through Deep
50%
Waters.
off per month.
Or you can get the yearly even for 50% off. Like
Everything is 50% off.
Everything's 50% off with that code. You will basically, enjoy that app. It's already a lot cheaper than the competitors. Now we're making it even cheaper for you. It's a really good app. Go ahead and check it out. My Meal Diary on the App Store. It's
Link
iPhone
will be in the
only,
description.
unfortunately. So if you're an Android user,
If you're an Android user,
no one
buy
likes
an
it.
iPhone and use My Meal Diary.
Yeah.
if
Buy
you're an
an-
Android user, you got many bigger problems than downloading My Meal Diary, man. You got some life choices to rethink.
Yeah.
But Mushmush,
Yes.
tell us. I want you to talk about yourself for the next 60 seconds. I'm gonna time you.
The next
You
60 seconds. You want me to tell you
Go.
about myself? Okay, my name is Mohammed. People call me Mushmush. I don't like that. I play football. I'm very good. I'm better than Hussein.
No, you're not.
Eh?
Yeah, I am. And I do a lot more stuff.
Time's up. So
That was not
Mushmush.
60
That was
seconds.
not 60.
No universe was that 60 seconds. Give him some more time. Go.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
we're gonna get to some questions. So Mushmush,
Yeah.
I am 20 years old. Zaid is 22 and you're 14.
Nearly
All of our birthdays are this month, by
Yeah,
the way. So
yeah.
we're all
January gang, Aquarius gang,
No, you guys
We-
are Aquarius on Cap.
Okay. We are Mushmush.
Yeah.
You're Aquarius.
No, January 19th is the last day for Capricorns.
So, Mushmush,
Yeah.
you're 6 years younger than me.
Yes.
8 years younger than Zaid.
Yeah.
Has that ever made you feel a certain way?
Not really. Just really felt left out because you guys would hang out with your friends and I would just be shunted to the side because I'm too young.
You weren't shunted. You
You
whatever
had
other
old
friends
You guys would.
Whatever friends we had, you hung out with their little brothers.
Yeah. But the thing is, there's a lot of time you would bring your friends to the house and it would be too late for me to hang out with my friends.
True.
And you just wouldn't let me hang out with your friends because I was too young.
True.
No,
True.
like
Yeah.
4
No,
New Year's
that's
Eves
right.
ago, you chilled with me and my friends. I saw this memories came up on my Snap story.
Yeah,
but-
but Zayd, like it was a rare occasion because when our friends would like when Mushmush would chill with our friends,
You
We
would,
would-
kind of filter yourselves.
we would tell them like, guys, like don't talk about XYZ, like don't mention these things. Like my little brother's here, don't swear, don't like.
Yeah.
So that's why like Mushmush never hung out with our friends that much, and I understand that. Like it makes sense. But did you feel, me for example, I've always felt like I've had emotional support with Zayd. Did you ever feel like you lacked emotional support with me and Zayd?
I've always got that from you and Zayd, yes, but I've always got that from Baba actually.
Mm-hmm.
He was always there. I was always someone I could talk to.
That's good. But why would you think that me and Zayd like didn't give you the emotional support you needed?
Because you guys would spend all your time on your own. Because during the phase where I was like 10, 11, you guys would just stick to your rooms, talk with your friends, and then you wouldn't really talk to me that much.
That's fair.
That's fair, yeah.
Do you feel like you do that now though?
Now I could talk to you guys about anything.
No, I mean like stick in your room and talk to your friends or whatever.
Sometimes, a lot actually, a lot. Now I'm mainly in my room because
He's very hard to get out of his room. But you know what?
I mean,
I'll tell you one
I'm out of my
thing.
room every day.
I'll tell you one thing. When I was your age, I was.
You were the worst.
I was unbearable.
You were the worst.
Like,
Yeah.
our parents would want me to stay in my room. They want him to come out, obviously, like, they want to see their son, whatever. They would want me to stay. I was just such a bother to be around, like when you're in that teenage phase and you're obsessed with like the stupid little things that don't matter, and
Yeah.
and I just kind of like was an asshole.
Kind of?
Not kind of, I was an asshole. I was
Kind
very
of?
hard.
I mean,
crazy.
I promise you, the only times I saw Hassan out of his room during his like 15, 16 phase was meal times, and then he would just stay back in his room.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Or
much.
maybe he goes for football every now and
But
then.
that's why it's really refreshing when I look at you. I'm like, damn, he's a lot more mature than I was.
Yeah, let me just state this. Yeah, I'm the best out of the three brothers by my age, and that's not debatable.
I'll give it to him. Yeah, I'll give it to you 100%.
It's kind of better when someone else says that about you than when
Yeah,
you
I'm
say
the
it
most
about
humble.
yourself.
I'm the most.
You're definitely the most
Definitely
humble.
100%. 100%.
Okay, wait. Serious question.
Serious question.
Do you really, in your conscious mind, think you're as good as I was when I was your age at football?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. No,
Okay,
you
so
were
you
you were
know.
very into the sport.
He had to actually, you actually had to interrupt the episode and clear that out.
No, because at the beginning it was like I'm better than Hassan at football. Bullshit.
And it
I
stayed
am
with
now.
you this
With
whole
your
time.
injury, I am now.
This whole
Wallahi,
time
I
minutes
mean, me
stayed
with
with
one
you.
leg, I'll run circles around you. I'll run circles around you.
Hassan, one thing you
I
don't
can't play with you.
understand.
I can't play with you today.
Okay, I'm a mix of two people. Okay, I'm a mix of Lionel Mushmush and Paolo Mushdini.
We have our mom recording us trying to be sneaky in the back. Mama, you're not sneaky.
Mama, you're not sneaky.
Yeah, she's the number one fan, so she wants
Mama,
to be.
let the
alive now.
podcast hear your voice. What do you sound like?
I love my boys.
Tell me about how you, because when we were here, while we were here, you were very much like, we were in our teenage phases and stuff, and we were like going through our own like existential crises and stuff like that
Yeah.
while we were here in UAE. How would you say our relationship with you was up to the day that I traveled to Canada for uni?
Very distant.
Why would you say that?
I barely talk to you guys. I would see you at meal times. I wouldn't hang out with you ever. You guys, Hassan would always be playing FIFA. Zayd, you'd either be studying or playing 2K,
Okay.
or you'd be out of.
You saying I
out with
didn't
your
ever play
friends.
FIFA?
You play FIFA, but
Don't
rarely.
get started on FIFA. Wallah, like, I get annoyed when they talks about FIFA or football. Like, just don't.
Yeah, no,
just
he-
don't.
he-
just don't.
He didn't play it as much as me and Hassan do it right now.
If he gets beat.
Like me right
and
now
then-
or Hassan when he was my age. We play FIFA every day, and Zayd plays it like once a week.
You shut your mouth.
We need to play a FIFA game and film it and put it on the podcast.
I'm never playing FIFA with you again.
Because
Never.
you're scared.
Never. I swear to God, I will enjoy playing FIFA with Mushmush more than I will with Zayd.
I'm gonna abstain from this conversation.
Anyways, Mushmush,
Yeah.
I want you to kind of highlight. So you feel like, in a sense, that you grew up. Not in
I
a sense.
feel like-
the
I feel
last
like I
2
grew up-
years. The last 2 years, you were pretty much like an only child, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you feel like the way you were treated by Mama and Baba became different when we left for uni? When I left?
When you left for uni,
Mm-hmm.
it was not really all that different. You know, she'd still get angry at me if I screwed up. She'd still be happy if I do something good. She'd still want to kill me every time I get a report card.
You
I
deserve
remember
that.
those days.
But
I
no,
know.
you
My
know-
report cards are actually good now.
You know, I was talking to Mama the other day. Exclusive information alert. I was talking to Mama the other day, and I was like, how is it just having only Mushmush in the house? She's like, having him alone made me cherish him a lot more, and it's like, I find it very hard to say no to him now.
Yeah, see, she definitely cares for me more than she cares for
Do
me.
you think you're the
Ouch.
spoiled one in the family?
Definitely, 120%.
Okay, good. As long as you know. As long as you know.
I mean, you guys are 6 and 8 years older than me. I have better gear than you guys.
Better
I have,
what?
my iPad is
Yeah,
about
this
20
guy's
times better
a
than you.
4,000
I have a
dirham gaming
computer.
laptop.
I have
He
a
has
full
a
gaming setup.
iPad Air with the cool pen that I've always wanted. He has an
and the
iPhone
keyboard
X
with a mouse pad.
and a keyboard and a mouse pad and an expensive monitor.
Do you guys remember the days when we were kids? And we would have like the nicest day because we'd buy this bicycle, like from Rolla, that's worth like $50
Yeah.
or like $60.
Can I just clear up? Can I just clear up? He said expensive microphone, expensive monitor. My monitor costs less than this microphone.
This microphone is just really cheap.
No, it's
How
not,
much
by
was
the way.
it? Like
How much?
300, 400 dirhams, right?
No.
Yeah, $300, $400.
My monitor costs 350.
You can pick this up for 150, Zaid.
Used, yeah. Now you can pick it up used 150. Listen, anyways, basically, you know how we used to get those bikes when we were kids from the Rolla Street, and they're like worth like $50, and we'll be so happy with them, and we'll make them last like 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So Mushmush, he kind of leveled up. He blew us away. Mama and Baba, you know what they got him? They got him an electric scooter.
Yes.
One of
Paid
those
for-
things that you stand on it, and it's like
And
a
you just
motorcycle. You
push the
rev it.
button.
You push a button. It's like revving a motorcycle. It just goes, and you're just standing there.
I'm actually looking to upgrade it with my birthday money. I wanna.
Wants to get a moped.
Yeah, pretty
Can
much.
you imagine if we had a moped in Sharjah?
Back in the days, we were on rollerblades. I actually got really good at rollerblading. I used to rollerblade.
Yeah, I
everywhere.
never could rollerblade.
Yeah, much because you're spoiled and all you do is
No, I bought a
everything you
pair, I
touch
bought a
is through
pair.
electronics.
No, listen,
Everything
I bought
you
a
touch-
pair and I tried
everything you
it, but
touch-
I just couldn't learn.
Everything you touch is through electronics. But okay, Mushmush, I want to talk about your like what are your your hobbies now in comparison to what they used to be? Because I know now you've become a lot more active. You lost a lot of weight.
Yeah,
you-
I used to be fat. I'm not gonna put it
You
this way.
weren't no, but you
All
were
three
like
of us, at
Because
one point
the
been
listeners the listeners will listen to that and be like, yeah, he used to be fat the same way they used. No,
No,
you're-
not the same way they used to be. Like, the thing is, when
He
I
used to be
when
a-
I
he used to be
needed to be
chubby.
a maximum of 55 kilograms, I was 67.
So what are you now?
Right now, maximum should be around 61, 62. I'm 58.
That's
That's
awesome.
really good.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah, you had like a bit of a belly at one point. Of the
Yeah,
chubby
yeah,
cheeks
I
and
had
stuff.
boobs.
So Mushmush kind of developed from like Zaid's lifestyle in his childhood to mine in my childhood.
Yeah,
'Cause
see, I'm finding the middle between them.
I was very much like never stay at home, always like out playing football on the
Yeah,
street or,
yeah.
or running or playing basketball or whatever, like never ever at home. Whereas
Yeah.
Zaid was like always hibernating, never left the house, never went out.
You make me
Always-
sound like I had no
always
social
eating.
life.
Huh?
You make me
No,
sound
no,
like-
socially. I'm talking activity wise.
No, I used to come. Look, we were active kids by like USA standards. You know, see like by how America does. Like we're active kids. I used to play football every weekend, like 3 times a week. I used to maybe once every weekday. Like it was an active lifestyle.
Goalie.
But I actually graduated. I went defense. I went defense. But Hussein was like another level. Hussein was like in the street 24/7,
Yeah.
either football or. You used to sit. Remember back in the day with Ilyas? Shout out Ilyas. Back in the days, you used to sit with Ilyas like in 50 degrees and do nothing, just outside doing nothing, because you can't go to his house and he can't come to your house. So you just like sit and like stare at each other in 50 degree
Just
weather.
couldn't stay home. Even now, like being at home bothers me.
And I barely ever see him home. He's always
I hate being
boxing,
at
training, or chilling with Josh.
Yeah, but now the difference is he's not outside doing outdoor activities. He's in the
I
car.
still go running.
going
I still
somewhere.
go
Yeah,
running. all
he
the
does
time.
run. He does run still.
But it's not like when we were kids.
Yeah, I know for sure.
You lose that energy. I feel
For
like.
sure. No, but in Canada, I was playing football outside every single day as well.
Until you tore your ACL.
Even after I tore my ACL. And then I figured out that I can't be doing this because I'm going to keep hurting myself. But, okay, so, Mushmush. So obviously,
I never answered
When
your question about the hobbies.
yeah. Go on.
My hobbies before used to just be Fortnite, Call of Duty, and just whatever else, video games and eating. Uh, even now, I still eat a lot, but I find myself playing football, basketball every day. I'm always, not always, but like minimum of 2 hours a day, I'm outside doing exercise.
You're active.
Yeah, I'm active.
Mushmush, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Logan Paul?
Cringe.
Do you have a Logan Paul hoodie upstairs?
Did you call yourself a low gangster before?
I'm gonna bow out of the podcast. It was great to be here.
But yeah, okay. So I'll tell you something about me. This may be a secret, but I'm pretty closed off as a person.
That's not a secret.
Okay, this might come as a shock to you guys. I don't really talk about things much, but
You know you're actually on a streak. The past few episodes, you've been saying that and then talking about your emotions. Give him a
But-
round of applause, Mushmush.
Alright, talk.
can I
Yeah.
finish?
We love to see it. Anyway, continue.
But I feel like the reason for that is because of my lifestyle. When I'm angry, I go play football, I go box, I go run, whatever, Scientifically, when you exercise, your body releases serotonin, you feel better. It's like a therapy for me. So I never felt the need to like go and rant about my problems and tell this person that,
Yeah.
whatever. Do you feel like that recently as well? Now that you started being a lot more active?
I mean, when I get angry, I want to punch people, but I don't punch people.
Thank you for completely not answering my question.
And yes,
How do you
I don't
channel
talk
your-
about things. I don't see myself talking about things. Only with Baba and you guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
How do you like, do you tend to bottle up because you're now alone here? Do you tend to start like bottling up your emotions
Yeah,
more and more?
I don't talk to this stuff about my friends. I say anything, anything remotely emotional about my friends, they start calling me a baby.
You are a baby.
No. You can't say that. You can say that he's a baby, but not in this context.
No,
He's
not
a
in
baby.
this context. No,
Like-
do you
So
like...
usually I just keep it all inside till I can.
To be honest, Baba is a very good person to talk to about.
Do you
like-
talk to him about everything?
A lot of things. Like that's why I don't feel I need to do therapy if I get pissed or sad or anything happens. I don't need to do therapy. I always have Baba to talk to.
Me as somebody who's tried therapy, I would always recommend it. Never rule it out. If it's too much, do it. Not because because in this
Yeah,
like not in this country, but in this Middle Eastern like Arab culture, whatever, therapy is looked at like what is this? You know what I mean? Is there something wrong with you
Yeah,
mentally?
yeah.
It's not really like that. Going
Yeah.
to Canada at least has opened my eyes to that. Like therapy is not really like that. Therapy is such an amazing thing because you're now talking to a professional who knows what they're talking about, and you can alleviate your problems.
Baba's
to them.
like my unlicensed therapist.
Basically, that's awesome. And like anything you can't talk to Bob about, you've been talking to us about as
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
right? That's good. Like, and I think it was a tough one for you because you
I
are
don't have any brothers growing up my age.
and you're like you entered the critical age, let's call it, like the age that's really like important for shaping your growth and personality and stuff when we were away.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like we left and then you started going into a teenager, you started turning into like a grown up
yeah,
more
but
and
like
more.
I never felt like I couldn't call you guys.
Yeah, no, that's good, but it's not the same as in person still. Like, do you think we are as available as you'd like us to be
I mean,
by phone?
I'm
by
gonna
Discord?
I'm gonna link an example, just to this. Zaid was always available when Mama and Baba and Bibi and Judah had Corona, and I was stuck in a tiny room. That's where I gained most of my weight. I was stuck in a tiny room for over a month, and I could always call Zaid, talk to Zaid.
Okay, that's awesome. And like, do you think we would have had a bigger impact, made more of an impact on you if we were here with you?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I think it also took us some time to mature and be like, actually, yeah, you know what, we need to be more involved and active and open ourselves up more to our little brother, because like when we were teenagers, we didn't really realize that. And then when
Yeah.
we grew up a little bit, we realized that, yeah, you know what, this is an important relationship for us and we have to put in as much effort as we can. But by that time, we were in Canada.
Yeah.
But
So,
like,
yeah.
I feel
You know
bad
what,
that we
it's-
never got that time together to
it's
you know?
just as like sad for us. Like for example, when I went away, like again, like after you left Zaid, me and Mushmush got a lot closer.
A
like to
lot
the point that
closer,
like
yeah.
if I don't see Mushmush during the day, like I feel like I'm missing something. And when I went to Canada, I was
I
more
never
like,
knew that, by the way. I never knew that.
this is today's golden nugget of Hussein's insights.
Hussein, by the way, we learn more about him every episode of the podcast. Anyways,
He's a very
But yeah,
secretive guy, and this is where it all spills out. Start crying.
But yeah, when I what's it called? When I went to Canada, I just felt like my normal like routine is like get bored, leave my room, go to Mushmush's room, slap him, go back to my room. Like it's just like okay, fine, it's like jokes, whatever, but it's like these little things that like little interactions between me and him like just kept us close. And then like there I had like roommates that I didn't know. I'm not gonna go to my roommate's room and slap him and go back to my room. Like that's not happening.
Yeah.
So like it was just like shit, I'm bored. Where's Mushmush? You know? And then the worst part is I come home in the winter. I've only been gone for 4 months. Come home in the winter. He has a mustache. His voice is deeper than mine. He's tall.
My voice isn't deep. My voice isn't
And
deep.
wallah, I swear to you, I have these like memories on my Snapchat. When his voice sounded like this, and he was like this tall, and he was just like I was like adorable little baby. And I look at him now, I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? What happened to you?
I still have private YouTube videos way before when I thought I could make it.
Please
as a
make them
YouTuber.
public.
I'm not making them.
Mush,
public.
okay, yeah, Mush,
No.
let's talk about your YouTuber phase.
before we wait, I want to add something to that really quickly. Like, I think I feel deep regret.
You really feel depressed.
Yeah, deep regret.
Why?
Because it took me time to understand how important my relationship to Mushmush is. And I think from what I see around me, especially like, no offense, Western families, right? Like no offense at all. Like it's just a cultural disconnect, right? They tend to be a lot less close with their, like no offense to Western families, but I've just seen it a lot where like...
It's fine, guys, he said no offense.
Can I get on with my point?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so basically, like a lot of people, they have a disconnect with their brother, like with their little siblings, whether it's like family members, whether it's like little siblings, and then the key lesson is always what, and I've even fell victim to this too.
Yeah.
Like the key lesson is always what you realize how much you missed out when it's too late.
Thing is what
Like I left to Canada and I realized like holy shit, like I should have done more for my little brother.
But you know what? As another thing that like I think is a playing factor of like why we are, even though we could have been closer in our younger years, why we are so close now is because we mostly don't do things like bad things, you know.
Yeah.
Like brothers who like set bad examples, do bad things, try to disconnect from their brothers in the sense that like I don't want you to know what I'm doing, and therefore I don't want you to do what I'm doing.
It's not like you don't want me to know what you're doing because you don't want me to know what you're doing.
No, but realistically,
but
Mushmush, what do? We go out with our friends. Okay, we can't tell you about the conversations we have. They're a little bit above your maturity level, fine. But we go out. I play sports. I study. That's literally like that's our life.
No, but even
For
still,
example,
like not everybody's 100% perfect. I know I'm not 100%
No,
perfect. I
100%,
think you, like
100%,
I
and
can say you're not either.
There's aspects of
like,
our life.
You have to draw the line. Like you have to walk that line of you don't block your brother out completely, but
Obviously,
you also make
obviously.
yourself
But
available.
There are aspects of our lives, for example, that we can't like. You're not ready for.
Yeah.
You'll get
But
ready for soon.
You will eventually, yeah. But there's like other examples of like I'll give you an example. A guy who drug deals, he's gonna stay the hell away from his brother
Obviously.
because he doesn't like that. If you drug deal, that's like your job. That's your lifestyle. You have to disconnect from your brother. You don't want your brother to like. You have to disconnect from your brother because you can't have him know what you're doing. And if he knows what you're, if the drug dealing ops know what you're doing, they're gonna come after you. You know, like it's just a lot of people
Man's
who
been watching
engage.
too much Top Boy.
A lot of people who engage in bad activity end up disconnecting from their brothers because they want to be like, oh, I want to be a good role model, whatever, and they just block their brothers out. But I feel like because we're like. Mostly, for the most part, we're a good family. We don't do a lot of bad things. We can be out in the open with each other. Like
Thank the dean for that first and foremost.
Tonight, I'm gonna go to the boxing gym. I might go out with my friends after.
Yeah.
I don't need to hide that from you. You know,
Yeah,
I can even send you videos of what I'm like. It's not no big deal. You know. Whereas like I have that openness with you, whereas some brothers don't have that.
Before we didn't have that.
Yeah, but that's my
Before
fault.
it used to be
That's
like
like
you're
us,
going
we
outside.
weren't-
I'm like, oh, Hussein, where are you going? He's like, out.
That's my fault.
That we weren't mature enough to be able to have that interaction
Yeah.
with you.
Definitely.
You're
But-
more mature than us now that you're able to understand where we're coming from more.
Mhm.
Right? Like when we were your age, we were stupid. We didn't want to
I mean,
share
you're
anything.
you're acting like I'm not stupid a lot.
No, but you're like 15. I'm saying we were stupid in in a different way. Like we didn't even consider or want to pursue or improve our relationship with you because we were so in our own space.
I mean, like, you keep saying it like that, but if I was in your place, I'd be doing the same thing.
But you are in our place and you're not.
Yeah, but I don't have any younger brothers to disconnect from. I'm
Is
saying
it
no,
younger
I'm not
brother?
saying.
Do you think there's a
you might-
difference, like younger brothers versus
Yeah,
older brothers?
there's
with
a
it?
big difference. There's a
What,
big difference.
what do you think, Mushmush?
An older brother you can always open up to. Okay, you can always talk to. You can always say, but they might not be able to talk to you because if you're talking to a little brother, there's a lot of things that you have to what's it called, you have to clean out of your mouth. Before you say
I don't think it's even just cleaning out. I think maybe older brothers have more experience in life.
So they don't respect the younger brother's perspective.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's where the saying comes from: respect your elders, which I
But-
don't for you guys.
But I think so. We have a dynamic of three. I think each one of us has a different
Lifestyle.
not lifestyle like okay for like it's just very traditional in terms of like okay the older brother first one to go to uni first like in terms of like parents love first one to go to uni first one to graduate uni first one to get married most of the time it just like it's the parents firstborn so they have that special love for it.
And then the youngest is just the last born.
The
And then
youngest-
the middle is just
I also,
like,
by
go
the way,
ahead.
let me add. I also got the most heat, and I paved the way for you guys.
Let me say something. Zayd, like I said, he's very stubborn and hard-headed. He
What? I don't even know what you're
had
talking
so
about.
many stupid arguments. I'm gonna give you an argument that lasted over 2 years between Zayd and my dad. It's the argument of the curfew.
Oh my
I never. Yeah.
god.
Zayd was like adamant. We had a curfew of 11 p.m., which is fair for our age. But Zayd was just extremely adamant on, I am not coming home at 11. I want to be home at 2 if I want to. I want to be home at 1, 3, whatever. I'm not coming home at 11. And it was just like a constant battle between him and my dad and just anger everywhere, tempers flaring and all that. And he managed to make a deal with my dad. I think it was like once a month you get to come home whenever you want or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when it got to my turn, when I got to Zayd's age and I had that curfew of 11, I was like, okay, Baba, what, same deal for me? He was like, shut up. Just shut up. You come home at 11, I don't want to hear another word. Because he was so fed up of your arguments with him. My rule was concrete, 11 p.m. Never in high school.
Cap.
No.
Cap.
Go ask.
Not cap. I
He
was there. I
He
was there.
was
Not
there.
cap. Not cap.
Never in high school did I come back past 11. And if I come home at 11:30, I was in trouble. Because
Maybe-
Baba
no,
just
I
maybe
lost.
swear I used to see videos of you out later than that.
In Falcon here in the neighborhood, yeah, but outside, no, never.
I
Because-
don't know.
because
that
Baba
doesn't
just
sound
I mean,
lost his
I don't go
But the-
outside much.
but then
like,
again,
my
yeah, then
curfew
again,
in
I was
Falcon
in-
is 11.
Then again, I was in Canada, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
that doesn't sound right for me. I don't know
Go
why.
ask Baba, like, he'll tell you. Mushmush knows as well. Like, it was just like. But yeah,
It's
point
like
is,
my friends all used to go out later. Like,
yeah, so did mine, bro. I just came home early. Point is, older brother, like he has like he sets the rules. He's the firstborn, first whatever. Younger brother is like, oh my habibi, he's the last one. I'm never gonna have another. He's gonna be our last one to get married, our last one to graduate. The middle child.
I'm gonna get married before Zayd.
The middle child
Is the trash can.
is the trash can. The middle child is just Zayd passed his uni. Okay, Hussein, just go to uni, go pass. Mushmush, there's heat pressure on you to. But the thing is, middle child has the least pressure.
Yeah.
And I played that role really well. When I realized middle child has the least pressure, I started to engineer my life so that I'm always, everything is like so little is expected of me. You know, grades, graduation. Like, my parents didn't think I was getting into uni. To be fair, neither did I.
You were
But
1 point off your
I
top uni.
passed by a hairline.
but the thing is, you passed the same way I passed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right? Like, I also
But-
passed by a hairline.
But we both passed by a hairline. But where was the expectation level? You were expected to
Zayd
excel.
They were
is
disappointed
here.
with-
Zayd is here.
No, you know what it
My
was?
parents came into my room when I got my grades, came into my room jumping and screaming that I passed by a hairline. They were disappointed in Zayd for passing by a hairline. We'll put it like that.
No, but what it is like, my hairline was even closer than yours.
Mm.
Cause you passed. Can we say like you
Yeah.
IB? You did IB. You got a certain score. Your conditional offer was one under that score.
No,
It was
it was
on that?
27.
So you
No,
got
no,
got
you got
27.
20. You got 28.
I got
It was
27.
supposed to be 29.
I was okay.
Trust
Let me tell you why
No.
mine is more of a hairline.
Huh?
Let me tell you why mine is even closer. I did A levels. To get into A levels, like to get into uni, I had to get 2 B's and a C. I got a C in my physics. I got a B in my history.
Yeah.
Right? Came down to math. And math is like 6 modules, and my grades in each module's exam was broken down in such a way that it left on like one mod, like a few marks could have changed my no, each module's graded. Sorry, each module's graded. So B, B, A, whatever, right? So the way mine worked is that my grades all came out and it hinged on this one module. If I got a C in it, I was getting a C and I wasn't going to uni. If I got a B in that module, C2, I still remember, right? If I got a B in that module, I was getting into uni. The boundary between a B and a C is 420. I got 421.
It's crazy how the world works, but we both made it. Same uni.
Now there's all the pressure on me.
Now all the because Mushmush has higher ambitions. What you want to go into like computer science, programming, all that
No,
stuff.
no, architecture. Computer science is
When
a
did
side
you
thing.
change your
Yeah,
mind?
he changed his mind.
Changed my mind like a year ago.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Architecture, yeah, but that's even more pressure because you're following
Exactly,
him. Because
exactly.
our dad was an architect,
Yeah,
so he's like
him.
following in his footsteps. So the pressure is gonna be building and building and building in the next couple of
There's
years.
gonna be a lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, but he's ready. Mushmush, I think he's readier than both of us for it.
But you're not like me. Like me, I'm
started,
built for pressure.
You started studying properly in year 12.
I'm
no,
built
you're
for
not.
pressure.
No, you're not. You folded like an omelet.
I'm built.
We
for
wanted
pressure.
to go to a roller coaster ride yesterday in Global Village, and you didn't. I was like, "Do you not fold under pressure?" He was like, "I don't put myself under pressure."
No, I said I don't put myself under pressure when I know I'm not gonna back. They wanted me to. Bear in mind, I have a fear of roller coasters. They wanted me to go on a roller coaster, and they were like, "No, if you don't, you're a bitch and whatever." I was like, "Okay, I'm a bitch. What do you want? Like, how is that me folding under pressure? I just don't want to go on a
I
roller
put
coaster."
you under pressure.
No,
Now you
a
fold
lot
it.
of the time, when
No.
he stands under pressure, he folds like an omelet.
Give me one example. One example.
I love your comparison. He folds like an omelet. Please tell him how he folded like an omelet.
No, because I get that
Which one?
comparison because of TikTok actually.
Can I have one example?
No, because I'm drawing a blank right now.
There you go.
No, you're never put under pressure, okay? Literally just under your IB exams, and that's the one time you held your pressure.
No, I was told if I Mush, I was put on probation that if I don't pass the semester, I get kicked out of uni.
Did you
What
pass the
happened?
semester?
I passed the semester. That's right.
What about the
Yes,
one
but
before?
that's the default thing.
That's
to
the one
do.
where I got put on
No, no, no.
probation. I wasn't under pressure back then. Then I got put under pressure and I passed the semester.
No, what you don't get is passing the semester is the default thing to do. It's not something that you're put under
That's
pressure to rise above.
That's actually true. That's
Okay.
actually true. I can't even lie. But drop some knowledge, huh?
Salt Bay with knowledge, huh?
Mush, what is one thing that, like, if you had a little brother,
Yeah.
what's one thing you would do different to?
Oh,
what
that's
we
a
did to
really
you?
good
If
question.
I had a little brother, what's something I would do different to you guys? I would murder it.
Let's be real.
Okay,
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Let's be real. I would, seeing as how I was treated when you guys were my age, I would definitely want to connect with my little brother.
So if you had a brother now that was like 7,
If I had a brother that was 7 right now, half
yeah,
my age,
Abbas. Baba always wanted to have Abbas.
Abbas al-Mustaflis.
Shout out Bibi Nazar.
Yeah. what do you do?
anyways,
Mush, did you look at him? He always does gun signs when he shouts out.
Can we continue with the topics, please? What would you do if you could do it different?
if I could do it different, I would talk to my little brother. I would hang out with my little brother. I would.
But what if you have very little in common at that age?
I would. I
You
would
weren't
push
into,
through. No, I would.
You're into football now. You weren't into football before. You
I
weren't
was
into
a little
boxing
bit. I was a little bit. When we were in Beiruni,
No. Mush.
I would always come and try to play football with you guys.
You were shit.
You were small, like you were tiny.
It's
You
different.
could have let me play once or
now,
twice.
Now you can come play with us. Back then, no. You know, like again,
Yeah.
age,
Yeah,
interests.
Thing is, interests or not interests, I would try to bond with my little brother, even if we have nothing in common.
Yeah.
Like in that age, let's say we were in 2018, he's 7 years
How
old.
would you bond with your brother?
Okay.
Like what would you
How
do?
would I bond with my brother? I would spend time with my brother.
Like what would you do?
I would what's it called, do my brother's hobbies with them, even if it wasn't something I liked,
Okay.
because I know that this is all
I
gonna.
took you to gaming cafes.
You took us there, you dropped us off, and then you left.
No, that's not true. When Mama and Baba, when we used to go Summit restaurant, we used to all go to the gaming cafe. Remember?
Yeah, but then no. What he means is like a gaming cafe. He drops me and my friends and then just leaves.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
He leaves to go to Carrefour with Mama.
fair enough.
And then I remember one time we were in a gaming cafe, and you're like, "Yalla, yalla, Mushmush, let's go." Mama's in the car. We went to the car. I'm like, "Hussein, where's Mama?" You turned around like, "Yeah, she's in car number 4, car 4."
Saying that might have been your lamest joke of the decade.
I don't even remember this. But yeah, so
that was
Mushmush, like, I don't have anything. I was gonna freestyle and then I just lost it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay. Well, also, I actually wanted to ask Mushmush something. So, with you, how would you evaluate so you got to see it from a younger brother perspective. How would you evaluate our evolution as people? How we grew up? And how do you evaluate our attitudes? How, everything. What do you think of us?
You guys both had different evolutions.
Okay, talk about Hussein, talk about me.
Okay, I'll talk about you first, Zaid.
Okay.
Zaid went from an eating addict to a hippo
Ooh. Ouch.
to a detail-oriented fitness type of guy. And that's a very hard evolution.
I would not call him fitness oriented.
He's a fit guy. He's fitness oriented.
Yeah, run for 10 minutes.
I'm not fit. I never claimed to be fit. In my life, I never claimed to be fit.
Just
Okay, well
making
he's calorie oriented.
He has a healthy looking body.
Yeah. Which is the
No,
same.
I have a healthy body.
healthy body.
Put some respect on my name. I have a
Your
healthy
body can't function, Zaid. You can't run for 10
wait till
minutes.
I start talking about you.
Hussein, hold on,
about you.
Hussein. I have a healthy body and I have low stamina. Two things can be true.
That's what you think.
Okay, anyways.
A healthy body. This guy's on a crazy diet. He drinks absurd amounts of coke.
Diet.
He's absurd amount of ketchup. Why? Because he found the low calorie solution. You live your life around calories. You don't think about what the coke is doing to your body. You don't think about the ketchup's doing to your body.
You don't think about the
because it's low
artificial-
calories.
But at the same time, you can say that about anything because at the same time, I don't eat fast food. I don't eat junk food.
Yeah, but it's different. You're living by the concept of I want to be healthy and you're not eating healthy. You're tricking
No,
yourself.
Hussein, I live by the concept of I want to have a positive relationship with
He
my
has a
body and I
point.
want to have a positive body image.
He has a point. You should
Right?
really cut down on the coke about 2,000%.
You're probably right. Like I need to cut down on the coke, but Diet Coke. But at the same time, I have a healthy body relationship with my body. I have a healthy body image finally.
a 1.5 liters coke bottle. I had 2 glasses and the rest of it was gone in 2 days.
How much?
Anyways, continue, Mushmush. You were saying about Zaid.
Now, I barely see him anymore because he's always in Canada. But I see that he's much more involved in his weight than he used to be. I'd say he's too involved in his weight, definitely.
What do you mean by
And
that?
not just in calories. You keep saying, "Oh, I want to go up to exactly this much. I want to go down again to exactly this much. I want to stick at this much. I want to do this much."
Don't you feel like Zaid, you have so much less fun in your life because of how obsessed
Fun is
you are?
perspective, bro.
To
You
him,
value
it's fun.
food. You value fun as food.
Not
Alright,
only food.
I'm gonna start talking about sin now.
You worry about outings and where you're gonna go and how you're gonna I can't go out with my friends for dinner because what am I gonna eat at the restaurant? I have to eat home food. I have to.
I've
count
never
my
had that
calories.
worry, by the way. I just go and not eat. I've never had that worry.
Fair enough.
I just I go and I don't eat.
Yeah, but that ruins the fun for everybody else.
No, because my group of friends understands.
Maybe you think
But
so.
yeah,
but I don't
moving
think
on.
so. Anyways, moving on. Hussein, what I think Hussein is, his evolution was like, he went from a football addict, I'm not gonna put it another way, you played too much football, to an extreme introvert.
Introvert.
You were introvert for a while.
You were introverted. You were introverted.
Yeah.
You say that, but I was out with friends. every day.
Meanwhile, the whole time, Hussein would not be seen without junk food.
Yeah.
Yeah, his body never punished him like it punished you.
I'm being punished now. Wallahi, I'm being punished
Yeah,
now.
he's being punished now after he tore his ACL. To a sports addict, boxing addict. Not an addict, but an enthusiast, boxing enthusiast. And then he tore his ACL, and then he became a weight gaining enthusiast.
Thank you.
And now he's getting back into fitness. He's losing weight. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, that
Interesting.
sounds
Interesting.
that's really refreshing.
I feel like I'm not aware of the camera. Like I'm never looking at the camera. I'm always looking at you guys.
That's nice. We're having a conversation. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're even barely looking at the camera. Just
Yeah.
look at us. Do what's
Alright.
natural for you.
What else do you guys have for me?
Mushmush.
3, 2, 1.
You've been watching a lot of our podcast. That's how I know you're good at like, guys, stop, stick quickly. Okay, cut back.
Actually, that's just from today. I don't watch your podcast. I'm joking.
That's a lie. That's a fat lie. You call me after every episode, Zaid, I like this episode. I like that episode.
I called you twice. Okay, I don't call you every time, but like I do enjoy the episodes.
Mushmush. We, me and you, more than Zaid, I think,
Yeah.
went through phases in our childhood where we got bullied.
That's so not true. I got more than you.
No, you bullied though.
No, I used
You
to.
bullied.
I used to get way more bullied than you. I used to. There was parts in our neighborhood, in our old neighborhood, you couldn't like pass through because they would stop me.
Thing is,
Like people back who used to bully me there. They used to get bullied in school too.
Beirut?
I would never get
Wallahi
bullied in
alim.
Beirut.
Wallah, wallah, I'll tell you that story after, but wallahi alim, like you don't know, right? Like I used to get bullied a lot in Beiruni and SES and Repton a lot. These racist white kids. Oh my god. Anyways,
Yeah, for me, I would never get bullied in Beiruni, but I would, and neither here. It was always in school, and it was a lot. You don't know, like in year 1, there was just these 4 kids that would not leave me alone. Break time, they would come after me. They would like, they would start shouting at me. They would start hitting me, my shoe, whatever. This continued year 1 and 2 until year 3. I met Harun, and I started trying to. I was continuing to try to steer clear of them, but Harun really helped me with that, and we would just go on our own, play football or cricket or something, and just spend our break times like that. That continued until till year 6, which is when I moved to Gems. Immediately, I was not getting bullied, not until year 7, which is when I realized the people I was hanging out with, they don't really like me all that much. And so I kept on hanging out with them because I don't have anyone else to hang out with, and we play tag with that. Like that's pretty much it. I've never talked to them out of school. There was the occasional time where I would get invited to one of their house, but I didn't really feel that they really like me all that much. And then came year 9. Year 9 was horrible, because I was friends with about like 5-6 people, and I told you I felt like they don't like me. They completely ditched me. I was all alone. They act like they don't know me. So I was on my own for the entirety of year 9. I was sitting in the corner playing on my iPad. I had Zayan, who I could talk to because he lives here in Falcon. Shout out Zayan. But I did not have friends throughout the entirety of year 9. I had people like I would talk to on occasion, but I didn't really have friends. And that continued throughout all of year 9. I got into year 10. I made a couple of friends. I play football with a bunch of people now. It's not like they don't like me. It's just we're not really friends. We play football, but we're not really friends. I have like 2 or 3 free proper friends at school. And if any, like I do get bullied sometimes, but if someone genuinely wants to come and fight me, I know how to defend myself. I can stand up for myself now.
Yeah.
and I think you're like gonna go the same trajectory as us. Like I went from a period of time where I was getting bullied, and very quickly I turned into somebody who they stopped messing with me, and then I was now looking out for people because I know what it feels like to be in your position.
Yeah. Look, see,
You know?
like whenever I see someone getting bullied, I don't know if I ever told you guys this story, but I told it to Mom and Baba. There was this one occasion in football where just this one kid would get picked on by like 5-6 guys, and I'm actually friends with him. His name is George, and he would just keep getting picked on by like 5-6 guys, and this was including Amir because he didn't know I was proper bullying.
Right.
And so I jumped in and defended him, and I made the move away. I started talking to the kid. He started crying in front of me. He's like how I felt like back in year 1, year 2, or year 9, something like that. He does not have friends. He gets bullied here. He gets bullied at school. He switched schools 3 times, and he would continue to get bullied because he cannot stand up for himself. And these 5, 6, 7 guys, they kept on following us. I tried to make him like get away from them, try to take him home, but mushkila, we left my scooter and his bike back in the area we were playing football. We went back, we took it, they cornered us. They were like, the looks in these guys' eyes, they wanted to beat the shit out of him. And I stopped every single one of them. I threw one of them in the bush so I could stop them. I keep pushing them away. I almost broke a guy's scooter so I could like stop them from from trying to kill this guy, and eventually we had to hide behind the bush while he called his dad,
That's crazy. But
and then his dad almost
you-
knocked out Simon.
do you feel like me personally, I got bullied as well. I'm very happy that I got bullied.
Really?
Same.
I'm
Actually, yeah,
so
same.
blessed that I got, because if I didn't get bullied, I wouldn't have had the character and the mental strength to be like who I am now.
If
Do
I
you
didn't
feel
get
that
bullied,
as well?
I would still be tiny.
No,
I would
but
still
that I don't know.
not
But
know how
that's
to fight.
traumatizing, Hassan. I don't know how you could be happy about that.
No, I'm
I-
definitely
I-
happy.
Meanwhile,
I
when
remember
think
one
back
day-
to those times.
I
I
remember-
get like, you know.
The day that I
It's-
found
I,
out,
I wish I was this like, mentally, physically strong then. That's what it makes me wish.
no, I remember the day you told me you were getting bullied. You told me a few stories.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
purposely did nothing about it. I did like I was
Yeah,
like
no,
I was like, you know what?
I feel like you're always like you would let me get bullied as long as it was small. But if someone big like made a big problem with me, you would step in.
Obviously. But like when you were getting bullied at school and whatever, and you told me about that, as much as it hurt me, I just turned my back and I let you like
You gave me a bit of
No,
advice.
you gave him, I think, an ear, but not more than that.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like I never stepped in. I never went and talked to those guys. I never made them stop.
I
'Cause
think
I was
it's-
just like if he doesn't like he's in it now. If he doesn't go through it the right way,
This
he's
is
not gonna turn
No,
out
and
the
you
way
also
he
have
can.
to watch that dynamic that if you're a kid and you see like an older person and you bring them in to deal with the problem, that doesn't do any favors for the kid. Then they look at him like, oh, why did you snitch? So now we're gonna go even harder, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how
like,
it has
like
to be.
They started to go harder when I told you about Amir and how the one kid, the ginger kid,
Yeah.
he kept on bullying him. They called me a snitch. They started trying to bully me, but I wouldn't let them. I'd stand up for myself. And so they keep trying to go back to Amir, but like I'm not letting them anymore.
No, that's good. That's good. But yeah, like so you're like looking back. Would you say you're like you wish you never got bullied, or would you say like, oh, I'm happy that happened to me?
I'm happy that happened to me.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. Zaid, what's your
Also, just another thing, something I forgot about. I was talking to my friend Zion, and he told me because he still hangs out with people that really didn't like me, year 7, year 8. He told me that he was talking to one of them, and he said, "Oh, I never really liked Muhammad. I'd never liked him. He was always annoying."
so what?
People are gonna say that about you, but like, a little bit of motivational advice. People are always gonna try and bring you down.
Okay.
But it's until you realize that it's you bringing yourself down by letting them affect you, it's just gonna keep getting worse. You need to realize that this shit means absolutely nothing.
That's a lot of maturities from such a little baby.
See, this
that's
means
awesome.
absolutely nothing.
No,
I'm only gonna punch him later.
So you guys are both like a happy kind of that
Yeah.
you went through those experiences.
Definitely.
I don't share that.
Tell me why.
I don't share that at all. I feel like I'm still shook up. Like now there's like okay, so obviously I recognize that it made me tougher. Obviously I recognize that because I used to get bullied, I got beat up before, because these things have happened to me. Like yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm more stronger
yeah.
now than I was able to stand up for somebody else. I was able to, watch out other people, and see it happen in front of me and step in. I wasn't scared like that because I already went through that. But like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know what to tell you. It was not a nice time. And I used to get bullied at school, and I used to get bullied in the neighborhood too.
Voice crack.
Right? Do you remember? I don't know. I don't want to name like names of anyone like that in the neighborhood. But like if I had a friend on the opposite side of the block that I wanted to go see, and I would like try to go see him, but their houses would be in the way. They would stop me every time, and they'll like keep beating me for like 10 minutes. Then I'll go, and on my way back too. You know what I mean? I try to sneak from the back. They catch me from the back. It was like things like that. It was unpleasant. Like five, 6 guys around you that are all like 3, 4 years older than you, and they're surrounding you. You're on a bike, and you can't like. I'm sorry. Like I can't. I'm not happy that happened to me.
Fair enough. No, that's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
grateful because God puts everything in your life for a reason, but I'm not happy that happened to me. I'm not happy that I used to go to a British school and British people used to come and
Yeah, it's like white skinny kids.
and give me issues for being Iraqi or for being Arab, and used to run around and push me and run away from me and be like, oh, you're gonna drop a bomb on us,
Yeah,
or
it's-
be like, oh, make us these Saddam Hussein jokes.
Okay, Hussein.
I don't know, like I can't share that perspective with you guys. Like, what do you think about that, Hussein?
I don't know. I feel like I feel like my personally my mindset it differs to yours.
Yeah, yeah.
You hold on to things, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying
No,
that.
there is. We can say no. There,
See, my motivational advice that I said was directly applicable to your situation because you had always let it affect you.
it was different when somebody's physically hurting you, Mushmush.
But hold on, when I like there's things that happened to me in school that like I haven't told you guys about. Like it's more of like the way I see it is okay. That happened to me. Let's say somebody like hit me like really hard or kicked me or whatever. I'm not gonna then spend like when I'm 30 spend my time thinking oh like oh, shit he kicked me like well so what he kicked me okay what I'm like look at me now come kick me now
Yeah.
you know
What are you gonna do about it?
what do you yeah exactly and
Yeah.
it's just like me now so I took self-defense I took boxing I got bigger I went to the
Yes.
gym I became fitter none of that would have happened if I didn't get bullied
Actually,
I
the
remember
Aikido would have happened still.
I remember when I first went to SES after I left Repton. My main objective was to put on as much muscle as I can so that when I go to the new school, nobody picks on me. And then once, I wasn't very muscular, but like I had like a better looking body and whatever. And that made me more confident about myself. Then I started putting on muscle and I got even more confident about myself. Then I started boxing. And at that point, I was like, whoever wants to mess with me, like come, I welcome it, you know? None of that would have happened if I didn't get bullied.
But do you see, like, I don't know, don't you feel like, because I feel this, don't you feel like you left something on the table back in those days? That's how I feel. I wish sometimes I sit like, and this is wrong, like I don't think that it's good to hold that grudge this long, but sometimes I sit and I wish I'm like, when I
You
think
feel
back
like
about those times.
it's unfinished business.
Yeah, I
You
feel
feel
like,
like getting revenge.
not getting revenge. No, not nothing crazy like that. But I wish, like we're all grown now, where this is situations that have passed.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like sometimes I just think I wish somebody tried me like that again now. Sometimes I wish that because now I have the tools and ability to be able to defend myself where I
Yeah,
didn't before.
Like
Right?
the kid I was telling you about, the 4 kids that were bullying me. I've seen them now. They're still in rep now. I've seen them now. They're twigs. I can one punch and knock each of them out.
No, but that's
I
not saying
don't
like
need
we're,
to, don't-
we're not
End
saying
of the
we're
day-
we're not
end
saying
of
we're
the day-
Superman. By any means, we're not saying we're Superman.
But I'll
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you,
no,
I'll
like-
tell you one thing. I had that a lot before I started combat training, because when I became like okay at boxing, I started to realize like my ego doesn't matter.
It's not about ego.
It's not. No, but it is. Let me explain. It is. I don't think I know if like the people that used to bully me back then, if they came to me, I know like with the utmost ease I can put him down. But it's not a matter of like, oh yeah, I want to show you, like come try me now. I want to show. It's just like I know now that like I don't need to prove to you that I can beat you up. I know it in myself. Why do I have to come and portray that? Why do I have to? I don't think about it because it's like, it's so minor. Like what if he comes to me now and he tries me? What's gonna happen to him? He'll die. You know, it's like it's not like, oh, I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I think you're right. You're right about the ego, but it's not the need to prove it, because I think I don't care about proving it. But I just feel like, I feel sorry for that past version of me, because I feel like that was a miskin kid that he just didn't.
Bro, but
Like-
once you make peace with the fact that nobody goes through life without hardships, failure, depression, and sadness, as soon as you make peace with that, you live a lot happier. Because,
Yeah.
bro, everyone goes through it. Me, you, Zaid, our Mushmush, our parents, everybody I've ever met has experienced hardships in their life. Everyone I've ever met has been depressed, has been down, has been hurt, has been
No,
in
but we're not
trouble.
talking about like depression.
No, I know, but point being, if you look back at a past version of yourself, and you're like, I feel bad for this person, bro. Everybody has people, and this isn't me invalidating your feelings, not at all. But everybody has like parts of themselves that they look at in the past, and they're like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but it's the hardships in our life that shape us and make us who we are. And if we don't acknowledge and thank ourselves for going through what we went through, because at the end of the day, what you went through, that's deep, it's big. If you don't give it the respect it deserves, Like instead of just thinking, oh, like poor guy, he went through so much. Why not change it to like, oh, I'm a soldier. I went through all of that. Look at me now.
I think
you
the
know?
one thing I'm super
Yeah.
thankful for about that is like now I because it happened to me, I have stopped it a lot of times with other people. I made sure like, oh, that person's gonna be there, so they're gonna come there. Okay, I'm gonna be there too.
So why look back at yourself with pity?
I think that's the one thing where I don't look back at myself with pity. I just, like I feel bad that I didn't know how to deal with it then, but I know now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because you didn't know how to deal with it, you know now. I know a lot of people who never got bullied. Bro, like I'm not gonna name names, but look, like they're extremely, like now they're extremely spineless because they never had that like roughness in their early life to make them stronger and build the foundations of mental and physical
But
strength
I
in their
think
body.
roughness,
Yeah, and I
like
think
roughness to an extent too.
A lot of the times, a
to
lot of
an
the times.
extent,
Wait,
but-
Mushmush, continue. Sorry, go ahead. Mushmush, we
A lot of
talked
the times,
about it.
if you're not bullied as a kid, you are the bully as a kid.
Because if you don't know how it feels, I guess if you don't know how it feels.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why,
Also-
because bullying is what? Bullying is people being inconsiderate,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
that's what it is.
I'm gonna give a piece of advice. This is also directed to you, Zayd, and that anyone watching who did get bullied. Bro, like, see it as a good thing. I know that's a crazy concept. It's a crazy but see it as a good thing because, in a sense, it is. Wallahi al-azim, I don't know what I would be doing right now if I didn't have boxing in my life. Because if I never had boxing, I still, regardless, I would have figured out at some point that football is not happening for me. And when you realize that you're not going to be a pro footballer, you play less football. You're less active. If I didn't get bullied, I wouldn't have been interested in boxing. I wouldn't have wanted to learn how to defend myself. I would have been a personality-less, weak, spineless little boy, even at this age.
Yeah.
So I thank everyone who bullied me because like you made me somebody who I'm very proud. Like I'm proud of myself as a person. I'm very happy
Yeah,
with who I am.
yeah.
I wouldn't change a thing. So why would I change something in the past that really shaped my personality? Sure, it's bad. You went through something that's traumatizing. Never discredit that. But also never discredit how strong it's made you and how strong it's continuing to make you.
Yeah.
Because once you start to, and this sounds harsh, but once you start to feel sorry for yourself all the time, you're just gonna go into like a wallowing ball of like self-pity and just hating everything that happened in your life. And like, bro, just honestly,
that's how you get depressed.
exactly, just be grateful. That's my
And-
how I go about it.
Yeah.
Just be grateful for everything that comes in your life, even the negatives, because the negatives are gonna make you who you are.
Yeah. Can I add to that by saying that it's not only just by getting bullied. If you get fat, that can inspire you to pursue a sport. It's the same thing. You get
Yeah.
bullied, you get inspired to learn to defend yourself. You get fat, you get inspired to play football, basketball, hockey, whatever it is that you find fun.
Yeah.
And the lesson is, I guess, if you get put in a disadvantageous position, with
Use it as motivation.
Turn
That's-
it into your advantage rather
I
than
think
making
so.
it.
I think just because a lot of I'll speak myself. I felt very helpless at the time when I was in that situation. I just would sometimes pray to God and be like, "What did I do to deserve this? Like, what was the reason that I'm in this now?" But like, I think you're right. I think we just have to be able to move past that like feeling of helplessness and be like, okay, you were in a hole, you were being whatever was being done to you, you were getting picked on, you were getting bullied, whatever, you're getting beat up sometime, like sure, but now I've like you look at like turn it around and be like it shaped you for who you are. I guess now I learned that I know how it feels. I'll never wish that on my worst enemy to get bullied like that. I'll go and help whoever it is that is going through that. Now I know how to defend myself through experience. You know what I mean? Now I have an understanding of like I can step in now. It's not just now. I'm not just helpless and sitting. Like if somebody's getting bullied or if I'm getting bullied, I'm just sitting and taking it. I can do something about it now.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that I need to train my mind to be more
Like us.
to be more like that. You guys are, I think, I'm the one who out of the three of us who's very much like things stay with me. You know?
Yeah.
Think like there are so much situations in my life I have to deal with things on a number of layers. If there's a problem that's troubling me and I deal with it in my subconscious, so in my main conscious, so bullying for example, so I'll deal with it. I'm not directly upset by bullying all the time anymore, but now like I have to also unpack it on a deeper level. I have to also unpack it subconsciously, like where does it come out in my day-to-day life? Where does it, like, how does it show itself in my behaviors? What can I do to cleanse myself of that trauma completely? Stuff like that,
Yeah.
And in everything in life, I feel that too. So I think I can definitely do more in that sense. But you guys did a really good thing. Like, I think by the way, this episode really opened my eyes on a lot. So you guys did a good thing talking to me about this for sure.
Alhamdulillah, I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. I hope you can watch this back and like take something from it.
Yeah.
Like I take a lot from you as an older brother. I learn a lot and I'm inspired a lot by things you tell me. But I hope that this time you can take something from your younger brothers and
for sure.
learn from that.
I mean,
I learned from
like,
Mushmush a lot too today.
You're talking about it like this, like you guys can always look at each other as role models. With like, for me, I got 4 role models in you two and Mom and Baba, and that's really helps me a lot with.
I have to. I'm sorry. I have to.
One more. Just take it.
It's okay. Leave him. No. It's okay because he dropped information. He dropped knowledge. So leave him.
Fine.
He dropped knowledge.
You gotta slap me.
I was patting him on the
You
back.
gotta slap me.
I was patting him. We're just
Sit back
talking about this
okay,
whole
sit
time
back
about
forward. Get
bullying.
close to the mic.
Yeah.
And on that note.
This is the biggest bully. This is the biggest bully.
And on that
Thank
note.
you. He took the title. I'm not the biggest bully. The spell. Mushmush.
I'd like to thank Mushmush for coming. Thank you very much.
Mushmush. Before.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Okay. Easy. Guys, can we just take a deep breath very quickly?
Yeah.
Hassan,
Yeah.
deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. See, your brother's doing a better job than you. Even though-
Continue, man.
Anyways, so
Yes, thanks for having me on the podcast.
before we end off, who do you want to shout out?
Do I want to shout out?
Anyone. This is your
Shout
time.
out
Whatever
Amir.
plug, shout out.
Yes, shout
Amir.
out Corona boy Amir.
Amir has
Get well
COVID.
soon.
Yes,
Get well soon.
my best friend has
Salamat.
COVID, so I can't see him much. Shout out all the people I know,
Okay.
especially Pogba, Paul Pogba,
Okay.
the footballer, and also my friend Ahmed, who I call Pogba.
Okay. What did I want to ask you? I want to ask you something else just now as well. What do you want to tell everybody? One final sentence.
One final sentence.
One sentence. No.
that I can tell to everybody:
Everybody, yeah.
don't be stupid.
Yeah, guys, that's it. Don't be stupid. On
So
that
don't
note,
Your takeaway from this whole episode is don't be stupid?
Okay, you want to know? There's a difference between one final sentence and a takeaway from the episode.
Okay, so takeaway from that.
Takeaway from the episode: stand up for yourself. Be thankful that you got bullied, and stay close with your brothers.
That sounds like such harsh advice when you say it on its own. Be thankful that you got bullied.
and on that note, finally, please, can we
Pose
just
for the
finish this
thumbnail.
episode?
Pose for the thumbnail. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Okay.
Gang sheet.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone's having a good day. And see you next week.
Take care.